Although the prince was one of the most intelligent, he still couldn't help his mind racing as he constantly thought about all the things that he had been learning, from his family's secrets to even his supernatural abilities and the power that he would one day possess. "Father, father," a voice roared. "What the? I must be going insane," he thought to himself. "Father, please, if you can hear me, this is Kemet and your other son Tiamat. Grandpa isn't doing well and he has told us all about you all our lives, but we didn't believe. We thought he was crazy until the dragon fell from the sky. Grandpa is very ill, and if we lose him we will be separated and probably trapped and tortured. The government is searching for our youngest brother Mayat. We call him Chaos, and now we see why Grandpa gave him that nickname. It's no use. Who am I kidding? I knew Grandpa was crazy. If they are up there they don't give a click-clack-crack. Badoom, said the thunder as the clouds and entire sky blackened the most horrifying darkness, and the sun seemed as if it was growling the way it boiled and glazed, a temperature that the world had never felt before. Meanwhile, in the palace of Universe Cities, the king and queen had suddenly vanished into thin air. "Father," mother yelled the prince, "what is going on?" After getting no response, the prince grew worried and dashed out of the palace window. "If anyone knows what's going on, I bet the professor knows," he thought to himself. "Professor Heads," he yelled as he ran into the royal court, where the professor watched over the plus and minus of all energies and the balance of the two. To his surprise, the professor was also missing, and his childhood friends Princess F.A.Q. Marks the Riddler and Honor Roll the Cherubim ran into the courtyard. "You heard it too," said Honor Roll. "It sounded like your brother Chaos, but how could this even be possible? Did your parents hear it? I don't know where they went as soon as I heard whatever that was." Strange," said Q Marks. "I have an idea. Guys, follow me." As he dashed outside, the other young warriors followed. "Where are you going?" said F.A. "I'm going to find my brother. Art knows all kinds of things. Even if he doesn't know consciously, he can draw it out, and what he doesn't know will somehow come to him. Art was the instrument of forbidden knowledge and wisdom, and he was already waiting for them, to their surprise. The only way to understand the mystery is if you change and let your higher self lead you, young warriors. For it is time to let your wings of power to be free. You must now step into your purpose and become who you truly are." The infamous Wilders. Hua, said Honor Roll as he thought about what the professor was telling Chaos when he transformed. "Breathe slowly, inhale and slowly exhale, in and out, in and out." Before he could finish speaking, he looked to his side, and there stood Chaos in his alpha form, all of a sudden as black as night and 9 feet tall, with muscles and wings bulging and stretching outward, and just as soon as they could look he was gone, and they heard a voice saying in a deep
tone, "What are you waiting for? We must go to Earth now." "Ah," said Honor Roll as he tries over and over again, "Come on, man. I am doing everything," he said. "You're not focusing your light." "Cherubim," said the princess as she calmly sat down on the ground and folded her legs into the yogi's lotus position. "What do you know?" said Q Marks. "You haven't changed either, you know." And right before their eyes the brightest streak of lightning enveloped her, and a massive waterfall came over her and turned to the most ferocious tsunami as it twisted her into a spiral and stood her up as if she was surfing, and in the blink of an eye she was suddenly gone. "Chaos, where are you? I can't believe it," the prince thought as he quickly stopped in mid-space, thinking, "Wow, she did it." The young prince couldn't believe his eyes as he watched the princess hurling toward him at the speed of lightning. "But it seems like she is being carried by waters and tsunamis," thought the future king. "Oh my god, Fa, you are beautiful," said the king. No, I didn't say that." Blushing heavily and embarrassed, said Chaos, who was now in the passenger seat of his own body. However, the princess didn't even giggle. "Enough, child," said the queen, who was also in control of the host body now. The queen was fierce and tough, and she was mean as a snake. My queen, said Mayat, for he loved her and admired how fierce and serious she was. He was the only being in all of eternity that had a special place in her heart and soul contract. Even when she tried, she was never able to be truly angry with him. Please, my love, she said softly, this has to be important if our parents have actually left the palace and in a hurry. You're right, my love. May I have this dance, said the king. And they blissfully made the most powerful storm that any being in modern days had ever seen or felt, and the All-Father's Emperor and Almighty Buddha appeared. I'm back, baby, said the maestro, and instantly appeared on earth in front of the king. Sage, my son. The king fell to the ground in tears as he said, but how? I mean, how could this be? Grandfather, I thought you died when you entered the supernova, to be continued.